Hi, how are you? Okay, today we're going to talk about a really spicy topic, and I'm sure that all sorts of people have all sorts of opinions, so let's dive in. Okay, so we're going to talk about how everybody on the internet right now is losing their shit because they're like, there's going to be a recession. Everybody panic, everybody pinch your pennies, everybody lose your shit, everybody freak out because it's coming. It's coming. There's banks closing in America, and there's like people getting laid off, and there's this, that, and the other thing, and everyone's losing their mind, right? Everyone's yelling, saying there's a recession, everyone panic, everyone freak out. And I'm here to tell you that the majority of the people that I work with, and loads of you who follow me, a recession might be the best thing in the motherfucking world for your business. Here's why. So a lot of you work with people who are starting a business. You work in healing or energetics. You work with promotion. You work as a coach helping people. And if there are slews of people who are about to go through a giant life change, which a recession usually brings. So people get laid off. People decide, fuck this, I'm out of here because their workload doubles or whatever. There's one thing that is always common in a recession is people change what they're doing. Lots of people go back to school. Lots of people decide, screw this, my hours aren't worth it. Lots of people get laid off, and then they're at home and they're trying to decide what to do. And where are those people going to be? On the internet, scrolling, wondering what the fuck to do with their lives. So if you are a coach, if you are somebody who works in healing or helping, if you are somebody who works in promotion, branding, marketing, anything like that, if you have anything to do with small business, maybe you promote small businesses, maybe you have a store where people put their stuff that they're making, anything like that, then you have an amazing opportunity to be ready when this wave hits, that you're going to be able to be there to help and guide those people. So we know there's going to be an influx, we already know this, of people starting their own thing, changing their career, all of this stuff. But if you are ready with what you want to say to these people and how you're going to help them and really, really boss branding, then you're going to be the first person they see. You're going to be somebody who is authoritative in your industry. You're going to be someone who's like there and ready to help them when they're like, hey, it's time for a change. They're going to have a shit ton of momentum. Even when like bad things happen, it gives people momentum, right? They have a lot of drive. Like, well, now I got to do this. Now maybe they've been talking for 10 years about quitting their job and starting their own thing. And then they get laid off and boom, it's time. This is the time. So if you're somebody who is going to be able to help them, like a coach or anything like that, right now is when you need to make sure that your branding and your social media presence is so on point that when they come across you, they're sitting there, they're ready, they got their severance package and all their hopes and dreams and a little bit of fear, and they're standing in front of you. How are you going to help them? Well, you're going to do what you do best, but you damn well better look like you know what you're doing. You've been in business for a while and you have an established brand, and you better know exactly what you're saying to those people so they don't go on to the next person, because you know they're going to be getting help because they don't know how to do this, and you know they're going to be making a change because they're forced into it. And if you're not there to help them, somebody else is. So what do I suggest? I suggest getting really clear on who you're talking to, what you're talking about, and what you can offer these people. Even if you're like, well, I don't know if I can. Well, think about it. Can you? What about your business is going to be there for people who are going through a big life change? Think about that, write that shit down. And then how do you need to elevate your brand so that you are absolutely being shown as somebody who's a leader in your industry and somebody who is an authority in your industry, and you're not just like, oh, I just tried this once, so, definitely hire me. No. How are you going to establish yourself as the authority? So maybe you need help with your messaging. Maybe you need way better photo and video. What is the thing that you need? We need to address it. And then the last thing that you absolutely need to do is make sure that you are ready. So when these people show up, do you have packages available for them? Do you have something to sell them? Do you know who you're talking to? And are you actually like brave enough, ready enough to help these people? Because if you're still worried about what other people in your industry think, or what your mom thinks, or what your brother thinks, and you're not ready to actually put out boss content that's going to attract these people, then you're going to miss them. they're going to be dropping dollars. They're going to be making changes. And if you're not there actually ready to help them, they're going to go to somebody else. Like, this is not like speculation. We know these things happen. We've seen it happen, right? The people at the beginning of the old global situation who are ready to help people who wanted to start an online business made bank. They were fucking ready when that whole thing hit. We have a little bit of warning this time. Obviously, last time we didn't. But we have some warning that this is going to be happening again. Maybe not in the exact same way, but it certainly will be. So, are you ready? Do you have all of those little sneaky blocks out of the way? All those things that are like, oh, I would say that. If I want to be like the authority in my business and I really want to like show myself as an industry leader, I would say this, but like, what if so-and-so is listening? You might not even know that's the thing stopping you, but if there is something audacious or ridiculous or true that you want to say and you haven't yet, then it is time that we look at what that thing is and then make a plan of how you're going to go over that. I have a new program called Troublemakers. It is a challenge where we are doing 10 days in Voxer. So Voxer is just an app where we walkie-talkie back and forth. So what we're doing is we're doing 10 days and it's split basically into 3 parts. So first we're going to go through, okay, so what are the sneaky things that are stopping you, right? We all have them. Everybody has them. And you probably don't really actually know what they are. That's why we do this dig deeping together. And that's why I prompt you and I have things to help you like, okay, let's actually look at what's stopping you. So who are the people who make you feel like, maybe I shouldn't post that, or maybe I shouldn't do this risky thing? Who are those people? And then we dive into, okay, like what are the things stopping you? What are the things getting in the way? What are like your big fears around this? Maybe they seem small, but they're actually really big and they're just stopping you. Then we dive more into, okay, like what do you actually want to do? What is your plan here? What are the things that actually light you up, that like really give you traction? What is your unfair advantage of something that you're just fucking amazing at and other people aren't? Like, we're going to use those things. Then we take all of that data and we're really, really doing a full audit of your social media. Like, who do you want to work with and who are you actually talking to? And are these things matching? What do we need to shift? And then we're making a full fucking content plan for you based on those things so that you can, no matter what your niche shifts. So maybe you're like, okay, this is what I'm doing now, but I really I'm feeling this call to like, maybe like shift to over here. Whatever you're doing, if we have this framework and we work it through and we go through the whole thing together, then you are going to be able to shift your niche or whatever as much as you want, because you're going to have this to build from, right? You need something to build on top of, otherwise none of this is going to work. So you're going to jump in, you're going to join this 10-day challenge with me. It's called Troublemakers. Just want to make a little bit of trouble, right? Nobody who ever had huge lasting success played it safe. Nobody. It's just simply not a thing. But how are we going to get rid of the things that are scaring you, tap into what you actually like, and then make an actual fucking plan from it? Because nothing revs me more than people being like, just feel the good feelings and then you'll be fine. Well, if you're not making money, it's because you got bad vibes, yo. That revs me beyond belief. So this is not that. This is an actual steps and plan for you to actually stand out in your market, for you to actually be authority in your market, for you to actually say the right things, to get the right people in to fall in love with you and buy your shit. No wishy-washy. Obviously, we love some of this stuff, but we need actual plans, right? The world can feel scary, so we need some real concrete plans, and that's what this is going to be doing. So that is starting on the 16th. Absolutely jump in. It's a no-brainer at $121. And then from there, once you have a tackle on what your content strategy is going to be, then we go to pro video and pro pictures. That would be my absolute number one next step for you. If you want to stand out and you want to be ready for all these people who are going to be showing up, needing you, you better be ready for them. Are you going to be ready? Let me know what you think. I want to hear. Let me know in the comments. Have a good day.